At the base of your spine for sourcing and urgings, you receive the moon card. This can be about basic instincts and secrets, hidden dangers, but I'm kind of feeling like it's about things aren't what they appear to be. Somewhere maybe your mind's playing tricks on you and your judgment is a little off, or you have some irrational thoughts in the back of your mind. And also some type of manipulation is maybe going on for you to others or others to you. But you're seeking some kind of truth that the moon card is hiding. And Buddha said there's only three things that can't be hidden: is the sun, the moon, and the truth. The clarification card is the Three of Swords. I call this the heartbreak card, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the failure of a romance. There's a lot of different ways the heart can ache, but it has something to do with the severing of ties of some sort. Somebody that was in your life, or something that was in your life that always had been a mainstay is now gone. And this also has something to do with a hidden truth that the moon hasn't exposed to you right now, because things are not what they appear to be. Now, up in the sacrum or pelvic for awakening and arousing is the Three of Wands. This is a card of motion. It's a card of expansion, the card of putting ideas into reality, and the wheels are turning. So whatever happened in the past, the type of grief that you've gone through for denial and anger to depression, is not affecting your spiritual or personal growth. And you are succeeding, because the clarification card is the Four of Wands. It's typically a like-minded group that did something together and accomplished and succeeded, but this could also just be your support group of people that helped you in an endeavor. And now it's time to celebrate success. Up in the solar plexus for sensing and feeling, receive the Justice card. Yeah, this can be about legal matters and presiding over legal things, but I'm having the feeling that something's been out of balance and now it's going back into balance. And there's going to be some accountability for people's behavior. And the clarification card is the Lover's card, and might sound funny, but the key to the Lover's card is making good decisions and not getting caught in traps of vices versus virtue. And somewhere in the middle of this Lover's card has changed things, that perhaps it's bouncing off the heartbreak card, but now you're seeing things in a different light. Now, in the heart of the matter is a new beginning. It's the Ace of Swords, but the Ace of Swords can be quite fickle in many different ways because it has a sharp edge to it. And I'm kind of sensing that there might be a little bit of revenge involved in this, and you don't want to go there. You want to find your higher self. You don't want to do malice instead of kindness. And so for the clarification card here, it wants you to go on a personal self-discovery, because you have the Fool. It's time to go through the gauntlet of things and objectively look at things that you've been subjectively looking at. And that might have to do with things aren't what they appear to be with the Moon card. Down in the throat for communicating and teaching, you see the Five of Wands. It's the card of conflict. There might be even conflict within yourself. And there's some kind of inner struggles going on, that you're seeking peace within yourself and the outer world. And there's another 5 card, the clarification card, the Hierophant. The Hierophant's about right and wrong and good and bad. But here it's about seeking a truth, and I think this is connected to the Moon card. Because when you see the presence of the Hierophant, it usually is that somebody is seeking some kind of truth. And in the third eye, for visioning and seeing, receive the Seven of Pentacles. I call this the almost a harvest card. You're making it. You're making a lot of progress, but you still can't drop the ball right now because if something happens, you might not receive the abundance. And the clarification card is the Three of Wands. You've received that twice now. So it's saying, yeah, you're moving forward, you're expanding, and you're accomplishing. You just have to watch your step right now. Here in the Crown, for knowing and understanding, receive the Wheel of Fortune. This is excellent. You know, the fates of fortune on your side. You know, life is on the upswing. You might have had some heartbreak or some type of severed ties, but you're now recovering from that because the clarification card is the Six of Wands. You know, you've accomplished. Your prowess has been recognized and you're being received and honored. Now here in the past, you received the High Priestess. And I think this has a lot to do with the Moon card, is that there is some type of intuition that's been telling you that you have to start listening to the cosmos, higher messages. Because that's what the High Priestess is about, is she's the interim between the cosmos and Earth. She's the translator. And when you see the Moon card and the High Priestess together, it's really time for you to start recognizing your dreams and trying to interpret them. I would suggest even writing down a dream right after you wake up to make sure you remember the details of it, because there is some kind of messages coming through to you. Now in the future, receive the Two of Swords. Two to me means decisions. And now you have some decisions to make. Maybe you've made some, maybe you have accepted what has happened to you in the past. And it appears that the conflicts are over and that you're making progress and you're moving forward and you're succeeding. And let's see, the messages from the angel card is Bridget. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. And I think that's what the Two of Swords is telling you too, is that you have to make sure you're making wise decisions. She's got her two arms over her heart chakra. And I think you should look into the situations deeper before you go forward, because you have been hurt. But you do have some new beginnings. But you have to use the Ace of Swords very carefully. Make sure that you're not using it to cut and hurt for some kind of revenge, but using it to your benefit and cutting through the crap and getting to the bottom of things and finding the truth. The card on the top left for what you know is the Eight of Wands. It's like a incoming missile. In a good way, though, because Eight of Wands is about sudden change. Sometimes even messages. And it's like a hazy miasma is clearing up, and maybe your cell phone hasn't worked for a whole week, and all of a sudden your calls are going through. And you finally go into the stall in the bathroom at work, and there's a whole roll of toilet paper instead of 3 sheets stuck to the glue, and you have to ask the person next door, you know, do you have any extra? So finally things are falling into place. It's hit a tipping point, and an immovable mountain is now being able to move. Doors are swinging open for opportunities. This card can also indicate travel, but I'm not really feeling that. Maybe it's a mind journey. And you're working some things out in your mind or something, but it seems like mysteries are no longer confusing to you anymore. It's all falling into place. Even though this card is about sudden change, I'd recommend not to rush into anything. Take some time and think it over. Now, you can't get a better clarification card. It's the Nine of Cups. Luck is on your side. It's like a wild card, and a lot of times it's just a one-time wish. And maybe you've had it for a really long time. All of a sudden, the Eight of Wands is sailing in, and here it's conjoined with the wish card. Just make sure that you get what you wish for, or you be careful of what you wish for. This is such a good reading. The center card is the Star. It's a beacon bringing you safely into a harbor. It's a connection to the cosmos. It's oversight from maybe a guardian angel or some type of guardian, a deceased person. But also, again, just like the Eight of Wands, it's like the fog is dissipating and all of a sudden you see things a lot more clearly. I always like the analogy about Dante. He used the star to find his way out of the inferno of what he considered hell. And here too, it's also about hope and healing. But it's only a promise. Yet it hasn't come to fruition. It hasn't started yet. But the wheels are starting to turn, and boy, with the Eight of Wands there's a lot of action and motion going on. Now the clarification card is the Three of Pentacles. I call this the Architect card, or the card about architecture. It's about building, and a lot of times it's about building with other people, craftsmen and masons and different things. But I'm kind of feeling like you just want to build. You want to build your life. You feel like everything is falling into place so quickly that there's no reason not to expand. And this is reinforced by the card up on the top right for self and self-awareness. It's the Two of Wands. It's the card of decision, the card of opportunity. He's holding the world in his hand, and he's looking over the horizon, and he's wondering, what should I do next? What will make me happy? What's the purpose of my life? Where do I want to go? Now the clarification card is the King of Swords. He's a governor to this decision card. He's a controller. He wants you to control yourself and control your decisions and make fair and just decisions and make good decisions. Now the future card's kind of a bloop in the graph a little bit, but it's a pleasant one. It's the Ace of Cups. The only cups you received in this is the Nine of Cups. And here it's saying you've got a new lease on love and emotions. It's not necessarily a love affair. I mean, this could be between even family and friends, but it's about deepening your emotions and a spiritual awakening. Using these emotions to your benefit. The King of Swords next door, he doesn't use emotions when making decisions. He uses pure logic. But then again, we live in an imperfect world, and we all need love. We all need to listen to our hearts and follow our hearts at times, and perhaps that's what it's saying to you.